in your season. Tell us about what you're feeling about your execution of this race tonight.
Well, me and my coach was working on the execution throughout the week and the past month, and coming out here and get a good execution show that the work that they have put in paid off.
Last year you were missing in action, this year you're in action. Tell us how you feel, putting on a big show like this in front of this crowd.
Well, it's a tremendous feeling because, as I said, last year because of injuries, I didn't compete. But for this year, I'm actually happy that I compete and get a personal best and win in front of my Jamaican fans.
Speaking about injuries, Seville, one of my complaints or concerns is that you don't compete enough on the Europe. You don't compete on the European circuit. Will we be seeing any of that from you this year?
Well, yes, of course, but me and my coach will decide as to that.
Yeah, because you need to compete against your competitors, and they are the ones on the Diamond League and so forth. But we're not seeing it here.
Well, it's not really my fault. It's just because whenever it's time for me to compete on the circuit, I always have issues like injury problems and stuff, which I don't get to compete on the circuit. So it's not really my problem personally.
Oh, so you're not afraid of flying? It's not like that?
No, it's not. I'm not definitely not afraid. It's just because of the injury, and I don't know why. When it's time for me to compete at the Diamond League or a specific race, something always happens. So I'm happy that I compete against Lyles because the first time I competed with Lyles last year was the World Championship Finals. And coming out here running against him in my country is good.
All right, thank you and all the best for the season.
Thank you.
Alright, my viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in to another one here on the Coach's Desk. We appreciate you being here. And listen, this one is exciting. This one is epic. This one is fantabulous. This one is insane. This is what Oblique Seville and the civilians did to Noah Father Hype Lyles. Dismissed him at the National Stadium at the Racers Grand Prix. Yeah, a lot of people were saying, oh yes, Noah Lyles is going to win. This is a big win for him. And of course, he was talking up his chances of winning this one. You understand? However, he didn't know that Oblique Seville was coming. You understand? He did not know. Or they might underestimated him. You understand? But before we get into the details, people, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You understand? Yeah, man. Drop a comment in the comment section. So, like I was saying, people, this one is very, very epic. Listen, the lead up to this race, a lot of persons, a lot of people did their stories and they did not mention Oblique Seville. I don't know if it is by purpose or by choice or instructions, but they did not. You understand? And listen to me. We have a giraffe pot cover another one, you know. Yeah, man, we have a giraffe pot cover another one. Yeah. Because you see, like how you not talk up Seville. You see, like how you not talk up Seville, we have BT pot cover. You see me, I say? Anyways, looking on the race, or the lead up to the race, it was only about Father Hype. It was only about Noah Lyles. Of course, he mentioned it before, saying can't wait for, come to the Racers Grand Prix and do what he has to do. He's on business and all of these things, and then the New York Grand Prix. But again, he had our next guest coming. People talk about Omeniala, first time in Jamaica, so I'm going to put on a show, the warm weather I'm talk about. Zarnell Hughes, one of the training partners of Oblique Seville. Yeah? But I tell you people, Oblique Seville was in a no-nonsense mode. Oblique Seville was not in any talking. Oblique Seville, at the sound of the gun, he blew out of the blocks. He transitioned very nicely. When you talk about form, when you talk about mechanics and technique, you're talking about Oblique Seville. So from that execution, from that drive phase, he lifted into his transitional phase. And I tell you, that's when he started to lift. And you see, we talk about the momentum. We talk about holding that speed. So its speed endurance has gotten better. So he was able to hold that speed to the finish line. But Oblique, one thing I don't like what you do though. One thing you do I don't like, And we talked about that from last year, and the year before, Yeah, look beside you when you have the race covered, man. You just run past line and then you look, brethren. Just run past line and then you look, no man. We no bother with them thing, the oblique. Done the race and then you look. You see me I say? But anyways, yeah. So the execution for Oblique, in my estimation, was very good. His first 100 meters. And you could see this coming, You could see this coming. Why? Because that 400 meters where he finished strong. And I spoke about it. That 400 meters, when you have a sprinter, short sprinter, running a 400 meters and is not stopping, is not begging for the line, but he's stepping and stepping and stepping towards the line, that speaks volume. Then he did that 200 meters, 20.1. That shows sign. He also did that 200 meters on the straight and he went sub 20. So obviously it is where that he wanted it to be. So Oblique Seville said even in the midst of him doing that, he had a niggle in the season that caused him not to be able to train as much as he wanted to. So he's happy that he was able to, do those races, do this one at the Gracers Grand Prix and running away from Father Hype. Yes, man. The man clipped Father Hype wing. The man clipped Father Hype wing. And that is something that Father Hype and his camp has to go work out. Me not gonna touch that. You get what I say? So he ran 985. That's a good run from Father Hype as well. Oblique 980, 83. 82, sorry, in positive 0.9 meters per second. So all in all, it was a good run. I still believe that Oblique has some stuff to work on. His mechanics is good, but there's still some more that he could do. Could it be a case where he hold the drive a little bit longer, that acceleration? Or, like I said before, could he just run through the line and stop looking beside him? Because that can be a detriment. So I'm happy with this run from Oblique Seville, but there's still a lot of work to do. And based off what I'm seeing and this trajectory that he's basically on, to me, Oblique Seville is definitely in a 9-6 shape. And if he's in a 9-6 shape and he can stay healthy, because he said he had a niggle to deal with over that period, if he can remain healthy, I put it to you that Oblique Seville is going to be one to watch for the Olympics. Once he qualified at the Jamaica National Trials, trust me, he's going to be hard to beat. You get what I'm saying? I love it. I love the execution. But again, he will go back to training. He will look into that race, see where he's at. The fact of the matter is that he has to rejoice in this. It is the world champion that he beat. You get what I say? Not just beat. Making fun of that run. You see me I say? Yeah, man, a good run from Oblique Seville, man. But again, I'm not gonna get carried away. But I see that that 9-6 that his coach spoke about. It is definitely there. This is his first 100 meters, and it tells me that there's a lot more left in that tank. So congratulations again. I think this is a very good way to end the meet. It was a fantastic run. It was an incredible run. Trust me, he did this to Noah Lyles. The same Noah Lyles, who is the world champion. And I tell you, I put it to you that Oblique still have a lot of work to do. Because if he wants to get into that 9-6 boundary that his coach speak about, he still has a lot of work to do. So we're not getting carried away over this. But the fact is that a lot of the fans are happy that, Father Hype would have come to Jamaica, even though the people him rate him, but him come to Jamaica and him reach ground zero. Oblique Seville defend yard. Seeing Oblique Seville defend yard. And that is fantastic. So I look forward to see the progress of Oblique Seville as he go throughout the season. Not raving too much in this one, but definitely it's a big run. Drop your comment in the comment section. Until next time, stay safe. Peace out.